Turn up, skibbity band skank. Where I said, it's Ozzy, the 5-star general, right up here on the MD90 YouTube channel. Subscribe right about now and get exclusive information all the way right here. Boom.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we are here once again in the unofficial, official campaign season. So just the way things are playing out in the nation, you can tell that everybody is in their campaign gear and their campaign system. Yes, it hasn't been announced as the official campaign season by the Electoral Commission of Zambia, but just how things are playing out, you can tell that everybody is on their A game, trying to prove their political standpoint. So this is been reported in the Phoenix FM Zambia and then many other platforms. So they say Mpaka 2031 formed to champion President Hichilema's continuous stay in office until 2031. Some Copper Belt-based faith organizations, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders have launched an alliance dubbed Mpaka 2031. Speaking at the launch in Indora this morning, Alliance Secretary General John Mwendapole says the initiative has been formed to champion President Hakainde Hichilema's continued stay in office until 2031. He explains that as a developing country, Zambia needs continuity of the new donor government and has urged Zambians to rally behind President Hichilema in 2026 and support the UPND's stay in office for another term. So there is that campaign going on the Copper Belt. Some clergymen and other NGOs have formed what they're calling Mpaka 2031, that campaign team, or pretty much is equivalent to what was known as Christians for Lungu in 2021, thereabout. So that's the version that they've come up with. That. Then obviously the PF has rebutted, and then they've done an assessment of Hakainde Hichilema's ministers, 3 years tenure. So then they list a number of ministers, as that you see on screen there. So the PF has an assessment of Bali's ministers 3 years into their tenure. So then they attach a person that Macpherson Mutale, and it has been 3 years since since the day that President Hakainde Hichilema took the instruments of power and was declared Zambia's 7th Republican president. And then he starts evaluating Sylvia Masebo, the Minister of Mines, and then the other ones at the bottom there, trying to evaluate them. So everyone is in the campaign season. Seems like they are gearing up for 2025 because that's the final lap in reality. 2026 is just for formality. So everyone is trying to gain some mileage in the build-up. And then the UPND also rebuttals. They say trucks laden with equipment that will replace outdated machinery at Mulungushi Textile in Kawe. So it seems like there is a likelihood that the Mulungushi Textile is going to be revamped and running. So the trucks that you see on screen there, those are the ones that the UPN is referring to there to say Mulungushi Textile is likely to open. And then Yomap's manager also confirmed it. He says Mulungushi Textile kuchala kukabwe kumyeso, and then he tags President Hakainde Hichilema with a handshake to say well done there. So that's one way of confirming it, to say yeah, what you see here. The trucks, it's actually true, it's happening in Mulungushi. The trucks have reached Mulungushi, they've reached Kabwe, Mulungushi Textile, and then it's all about the reinstatement of those equipments and the reinstallation. Let's see how that plays out. So that's what's going on. But then again, the UPND says ECL loses property worth 135.2 million kwacha owned through proxies as court orders for their forfeiture to the state. So this is a Sunday. I do not know where that news is going coming from, but considering that's the party in government, they must have I had the information, but we'll wait for Monday when this information becomes public. But they are confirming to say the property that Edgar Lungu owned allegedly through proxies, meaning other people, has been forfeited to the state, and then they evaluate it to that amount that you see on screen there. This information has only been shared on the UPND official platform. I haven't seen it anywhere else, neither the official channels of government, so we'll wait and see that confirmation if that's true on a Monday morning, because this is Sunday evening as this podcast is happening, and this post was put up like 8 hours ago. But as you remember, over the weekend, Hari Kalaba hosted a rally in Samfya, to which he had invited former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and then a number of highlights came from that particular rally. And then Hari Kalaba says, a torn dress needs replacing, Hari Kalaba. And he says, Hari Kalaba Citizens First leader says, if a dress is torn and cannot be stitched anymore, it must be dumped and replaced with a better one. Hari Kalaba addressing in a huge rally in Samfya, they attacked there. So you're simply saying the UPND is that torn dress that can no longer be stitched, needs to be replaced. Or obviously means by himself or someone from the Unka Alliance there. And then the UPND respond to that. First, it was we will arrest Hakainde Hichilema. Now it is I will deal with civil servants always. Nobody finish here a paper umdala. So many referring to Edgar Lungu. So the video that they are referring to here is this particular video. Let me play you the video so that you listen carefully and be the evaluator of what he said exactly. So what the UPND is referring to here is this particular video. Stand by, let me play you the video so that you be the judge. This was during the same rally.
If you are doing the right thing, as I want you to know, if you are doing the right thing as a police officer or a civil servant and you get fired for that, 2026 will come back, probably even on promotion. But in Malaysia, an individual in your own house and will sort you out. This is not a fake promise. This is not a threat. This is the truth. We follow you individually. Whether you come from Kubudu or you come from Zambia, we follow you as an individual and deal with you as such. Because you are doing wrong things. And if you are doing the right thing, you will be rewarded. Get that very clearly.
So that's the video that went viral that everyone is making their assessments of. So in a nutshell, what Edgar Lungu was saying, that he was addressing civil servants in this particular extract. Edgar Lungu was saying that if you're a civil servant and you're doing the right thing, and because you're doing the right thing, that does not sit well with the current government, which is Hakainde Hichilema's government, and then you are punished for doing the right thing. When Edgar Lungu comes back in 2026, you're going to get a promotion because you are doing the right thing, regardless whether it sat well with the powers that be at the moment. But keep doing the right thing, and probably you even get a promotion when they come back in power. That's what you're saying. But then again, to the same message, he further on said, but if you're doing the wrong thing, meaning not what is stipulated by the code of conduct, whether you be a police officer or a civil servant in any other government office, then you're going to be followed, whether you're going to be in your home or wherever you will be. That's what he said in a rough state in that particular extract. So this is what the UPND was referring to here in this particular attachment. They also went further to say, Atuka Konka, as an individual in your own house, we will sort you out. The plus bloodshed was not enough, they ask. So you can see how they're running with that particular extract. So Ken Dumbo did a very interesting analysis of this issue because people kept on tagging him to say, I mean, what's your view over the issue? So Ken Dumbo asks, Me, I have asked to those that are angry about being followed home. Where do they follow people that have been found with cases to answer kanshi? Sikuma nyumba. So he asks currently, if you remember Mpaka and a number of people from the previous regime, they have all been followed at their homes. Even Sean Tembo, there are a number of times that the police have gone to his home to pick him up. So he's referring to, this is not new. That's the argument Sean Tembo, Ken Dumbo was putting up there. So, and then obviously, he went further to say he did not mean he's going to fire people that are doing the right thing, but those that are doing the wrong thing in the name of pleasing the new government. So that's the argument he was trying to put across. But obviously, each side is running with their own version that fits their narrative. But Ken Dumbo was just putting across to say, let's analyze that video objectively, what he said. The two elements, because there are two sides. He said those that are doing the right thing will be reinstated with promotion, and those that are doing the wrong things will be punished, whether they're going to be deferred from their home and stuff. That's the argument he was putting across there. The UPND says, Edgar Shakalungu said, when I come back to power in 2026, I will deal with civil servants one by one. My team will follow you in your homes, wherever you are. So they kept on reposting that extract there. And then I say workers are body not happy with Edgar Shagalungu's threats on civil servants there. So this is likely to be the news cycle for the next for the next week, most likely. So each side is going to spin it how they wish. But the reality is, you've listened to the video, be the judge. You're intelligent enough to judge what you hear. So that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night or good morning, depending on where you're watching me from.